Inferno is an OG Counter-Strike map, but with CS2, there's new smoke grenade lineups from Bombsite B, Alt Middle, Banana, Arches, and so much more that we'll be going over today. And with 82,737 matches played according to Blitz.gg, we hope some of these smokes and some bonus mollies and flashes are helpful. So let's start with some T-spawn smokes. You want to hug against this barrel just outside of spawn, and look at this mark on the wall above T-ramp that we highlighted here, and shift just a little bit to your right. And then you want to walk 2 steps forward and jump throw to smoke off CT spawn. From that same barrel spot, this time you want to aim more towards middle and focus on this antenna and walk and jump throw right as the tip of your crosshair hits this gutter. As you can see, this smokes off library, and you can combo this with another smoke for arches. So at that same barrel spot, adjust a little to the left on the antenna, then walk jump throw when you hit that gutter. At this spot just outside of T-spawn, hug this corner, then look at this antenna, walk forward and jump throw to smoke off Coffin at Bombsite B. If a CT is playing this Coffin boost spot, he will be smoked off and forced to jump on top to expose himself. Moving forward to Banana, hug this corner by the mailboxes and look at this top corner and left click throw. A lot of CT spawn smokes like this one are good, however, the CT boost spot will be exposed for a good number of them. To address this, here's one creative option where you can hug Sandbag here and line up your Molotov by looking at this line and jump throwing. Immediately after, you can combo this up by throwing a smoke grenade with the same exact lineup, and this will smoke off that CT boost spot. Here's a quick before and after along with the split screen showing CT boost spot smoked off and not smoked off as a comparison. From this barrel spot down Banana, you can use the corner of the tall building as a reference point. Then look a little bit up here and left click throw, which will smoke off CT spawn that also covers that boost spot, just as a safer option for you. Using that same barrel spot, you can look at this other corner of the same tall building and left click throw again if you need a CT spawn smoke that doesn't cover that boost spot. After you hug against this corner behind half wall with the red arrow, you want to crouch behind it. From there, use that red arrow to guide you towards the light. So aim at the first light bulb, then adjust your aim a bit left to stare at the second one, and left click throw. Just like the previous Coffin smoke, this one also smokes off the CT boost spot, and it's one less thing to worry about when your team is executing on B. At this top Banana spot, there's 3 great grenades you can throw. Hug the barrel corner and left click Molotov throw to burn any CTs in new box. From that same spot, you'll want to be careful with this next one. Aim at this light bulb, then pull your smoke grenade pin and creatively use your index finger to line that up next to the light bulb, just like so. So to be clear, do not focus on your crosshair, but rather your index finger and left click throw. This smoke grenade is another way to smoke off Coffin, which also covers that boost spot, which forces the CT to try shooting through it, or other options that work in your team's favor. If a teammate drops you a second smoke grenade, aim at the letter H and jump throw to smoke off CT, although boost spot will be exposed. And here's a quick replay of how this one spot Molotov's new box smokes Coffin and CT spawn, so you can fake B while your team hits A as one of many options. Swapping on over to counter terrorist side, you can hug the blue truck here at lane and aim above this light bulb we highlighted for you, and jump throw to smoke off Banana for your teammates watching B. For another CT support smoke, hug this bench corner here at Arches, line up your crosshair above this green windowsill, and also use the gutter pipe as a reference point, and jump throw to smoke off Banana entrance near T-ramp, and this will help delay the terrorist team trying to rush down Banana. In case they do rush through that smoke, here's a pop flash over Banana you can do by aiming at this highlighted sign and jump throwing. This is a pretty forgiving and flexible spot, but just make sure you're aiming at that sign. Alright, so sticking to smokes, line yourself against this wall corner, then aim at the tippy top of this exact roof tile or gutter just beneath the satellite antenna right above Banana. then left click throw after aiming here as another banana smoke you can do. One side note for this one in particular is to be mindful for any creeping terrorists who can try walking through these smoke corners, so definitely communicate that to your CT teammates. Just so you have another banana CT smoke option, hug this corner outside of church, aim at the top right corner of our highlighted antenna, and left click throw. This banana smoke helps deny information for the terrorist team. So this CT smoke lineup is a little tricky, but after you hug against this pool corner, carefully aim at the first nail on oranges, and aim slightly up so that it matches with this concrete block line. Jump throw after that to smoke deep banana, and you have another tool to your arsenal. Now it's time for some CT spawn smokes. Hug against this corner spot against a painting and blue truck, and we'll double scope in to show you the roof tile corner you want to aim at, along with our usual highlighting. This smoke covers the top of banana, especially the half wall, and here's how it looks like if a T decides to push through it. Another CT spawn smoke is right here by the flower pot, and then you want to aim at the corner of this window. Then you want to W key and jump throw from this spot to smoke off T ramp. Practice this one just a few times and you can be consistent with it like so. Here's a second T ramp smoke option for you, but this time hug against the chair, and you need to be precise by staring at this stain spot exactly here, and regular jump throw for this guy. Focusing more on middle base smoke grenades on DE Inferno as a CT, you can use that painting corner spot that we mentioned previously, but this time look at the top of this window and jump throw. With this one, you can help out your teammates trying to cross middle, and they can push up window room to get an early pick. Still focusing on middle, but switching back on over to terrorist, get acquainted with this alt middle building that we're showing here. Then you want to aim at this boarded up window and focus more towards the center that we made glow in blue. And then aim in between the lamppost and the antenna that we also highlighted just to help you out a bit. And then you want to left click throw. Although it takes a while for this smoke to pop and cover right side middle, this is a pretty safe spot to throw that smoke from because you're not exposed to too many CTs, so that's a trade-off here. Stay in the same general spot, but this time aim more towards the left side of the boarded up window, and then aim in between the top of this middle building and the lamppost, and then you want to left click. This one may seem a little bit tricky, but just make sure you're aiming in between towards the middle. Again, this takes a while for the smoke to travel and bloom, but this covers left side middle, and in case a CT wants to push this one, you'll see their head at this spot immediately. For a simpler smoke, but one that will expose you to the center of middle, you can aim at the top of this window, move forward, and left click throw, which gives you a closer arch smoke. To smoke off the boiler side, hug the corner of this garbage spot, aim at this brick, then move your crosshair just a little bit up and match this exact roof tile spot and left click throw. While you can get shot from the top of patio, everything underneath it is smoked off, and it prevents the CT and boiler room a little bit to engage in any firefights. For this next guy, you just want to line yourself up against this middle wall, and still assuming that your team and you have cleared out middle just a little bit, and aim at this specific stone block. and jump throw to smoke off Moto. If your team is trying to work up arches, this jump throw smoke grenade lineup that we're highlighting here covers library and Moto. And now it also gives your team the option to wrap towards B. From that same exact spot, you can combo it up with flashbangs as well, so don't forget that this tends to be a flex spot. Now it's time to go over several alt middle smoke grenades. So for this first one, hug this corner next to the rake, and you're going to aim at the bottom right corner of this first windowsill and jump throw to smoke arches. So then if you move up a little bit and hug this corner next to the flowers, aim at the top of the letters NA on window room and jump throw again to give you this pit smoke. For another alt middle terrorist smoke grenade, hug this red door corner, aim at the very tippy top of this gutter next to the antenna, jump throw, and it completely smokes off Moto. Bump yourself up just a little bit and hug this specific corner next to the red door, look at this windowsill, come out to the edge a little bit, and then you jump throw. For this arch of smoke, your teammate can clear Cubby, and then they have the option to hide in there, but definitely make sure you actually do clear out Cubby. At the corner spot next to flowers, you need to look at this exact stain spot on this alt middle building in between the first and second windowsills, and jump throw, which will land exactly inside of arches. Combo that up with a teammate that's safe bottom mid, and he'll need to look at this antenna exactly, which we double zoomed and highlighted here, and jump throw. This pairs nicely because it also goes exactly inside of library to go with your arch smoke. From that same general area, hug against this metal gutter pipe, focus on the highlighted light bulb here, and jump throw. This is another Moto smoke you can add to your toolbox. And lastly, at alt mid, here's the Zappari smoke. So line yourself here, then aim in between the L and C in Dolce, and jump throw. This pit smoke allows your teammates to run straight into the A site and start clearing it. Hit that subscribe button for more CS2 smokes.